Check, check, check. Yo, what's up, everybody? Saturday night live. Oh boy, man, what's going down around here, man? I'm out of it right now. But it's good to see everybody. LV, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Feisty says, quiet in the house. HD, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Stardust says, anyone out there? HD said, I'm here. There you go. Happy Saturday to you all. Happy Saturday. Stu Petty knows do. We gotta do the do, man. I'm on half speed right now. Feist says, welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad. Could attend, come inside. The Gypsy Queen and the glaze of Vaseline. There you go, man. Gotta love that Vaseline, man. Works good in a pinch, for sure. But anyway, yeah, we doing all right today. It was a nice day. I didn't get the sleep I wanted, but I got the sleep I deserved, I guess, you know. It happens, but it was not too shabby. There's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow trying to sleep in. Other than that, yeah, it's been a chill weekend thus far. Man, what did I do today? We just woke up, had to go out, did a little of this and that, got some lunch, sat around. Then I started working on the song of the week, the new song of the week, of course. Here we are, ready to go. I was literally 2 minutes to go, and I was just sitting down to test everything. So it's always right on the edge lately. But it's all good. It's Saturday night. It's time to chill out and have some fun. If I said that's Emerson Lake, Powell or Palmer, I'm not even sure. But there you go, man. I believe it, man. That does sound British. I don't remember too much ELP. I remember I had one album from those guys, and it had a sandwich on the front or something, I think. Ham sandwich? I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. But I do remember I had one ELP album. That's one of my aunts or uncles gave it to me. I was like, all right, I'll check it out. Let's see. Did I even do this song this week? I don't remember. I don't remember what I've played this week. We're just gonna play whatever. I got a list of stuff that I was supposed to play Thursday, but it turned out to be super covered jam session night. So we'll probably go through some of those. But let's see what we got. Let's see what this is. ditty, something like that. Oh man, I am just not feeling. I'm so slow. I don't know what it is on Saturdays. I'm so slow, so slow. Let's see. Fife says nice mellow, and that's ELP from Brain Salad Surgery. Okay, did it have a ham sandwich, or maybe I just thought about, I don't know. He said Carnival 9, considered about their best album, third album I think, has a lot of Witch Doctor Lady on. What's this? I don't know, man. I had so many albums when like there was hand-me-down albums. Like my aunts and uncles would like just hand down albums to me like constantly, you know, whatever. And I thought, what was that? There's an album that had a sandwich on it or something. What was that called? Maybe I'm tripping. I could be tripping. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, what else I got going on here? I'll do this one again. Played this on Thursday. That's a nice one. But yeah, other than that, not too much news going on as far as I can remember. Other than Megadeth, whatever Megadeth is, their last album, last tour. That's like the biggest news I've heard this week. Not too much. If I say you're gonna look it up, yeah, Google that album with a sandwich on the front from like, it's probably like the 70s or so. I would imagine the 70s. What was that? I don't remember. always weird stuff, man. I had a lot of weird albums. Just some stuff I don't even remember what they were, but some stuff I listened to it and I didn't like it, so I just moved on. But I don't know. I have to think what I had. I remember I had a couple Clapton albums, a couple Aerosmith albums. I had that Rocks Aerosmith album. I know that's for sure. Gosh, I had a lot. A stack of them, but yeah, I've never. But there was a point where I broke my record player was broken, and I just like never listened to records again. I just started listening to tapes and stuff. But that's how it goes around there. All right, let's try this one here. It's starting to come together. Starting to come together. One song at a time, I tell you. All right, what do we got? 0415. All right, we'll do this one again. This is a nice one. If I can find it. It's 0419. Is it? I don't know. I think these songs are weirdly named in this one. I think it's 0410. All right, I got it covered. Why is this blinking? All right, let's see. Zach G in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Zach G knows Jackson's for life. That's what I'm talking about. HD said Emerson, Lake, and Palmer were very underrated too. Yeah, Carl Palmer's a great was a great drummer, man. But then Cozy Powell's a great drummer too. But yeah, I have some good. I don't remember a lot of their stuff, but I remember them always being very highly rated. Zach G says, Rick, you sure know how to melt someone's face off. I feel that. Thanks, brother. Thanks, Zach. Fine weather. There you go, buddy. Good to see you. HD's feeling the fire. There you go, bro. If I see no ELP with any kind of sandwich, closest thing was a tank shaped like armadillo and double barrel nose on the face that looked like a pig and the whole slightly, Let me see. Album cover with a sandwich. Let me see. Sorry. I'm just going to type album cover. I don't know if it's those guys. Album cover. Album cover with a sandwich. I don't know. I could be tripping. Maybe it was like the average white band. Cut the Cake. I don't remember. Here's a bunch, man. Psycho Stick. None of these look familiar. Maybe that. What's that? Spinal Tap Shark Sandwich. I didn't have that though. I'll have to think about that. Who did that band? What was that? There was a song. I remember this song I used to listen to. It's called Cut the Cake. Who did that? Is that Average White Band? Cut the Cake song. God. Cut the Cake, Average White Band. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that one. That's too funny. Like I said, I had a lot of weird albums. I don't even know why I had that one. If I said called Tarkus, ELP was not really underrated. They were just the biggest thing in England. They couldn't get any bigger. My aunt called her cat Tarkus, so pretty sure that's why she must have had some ELP in her collection, because I don't think you'd name your cat Tarkus if you didn't like ELP. So that probably said something there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right, HD, because I don't remember. I mean, it's not like they were on MTV. I think by that point, all those dudes that like joined different bands or whatever, and those bands were making it big on MTV. But I don't remember ever seeing a Emerson, Lake, and Powell or Palmer video or anything on MTV. I do remember seeing their albums a lot, like at the record store when I was a kid. I could go. There was a record store down the street, and they had like some big displays for those guys back in the day. I do remember stuff like that. But that's some great band. Because Carl Palmer went to Asia. Cozy Powell like went all over the place, like with Rainbow, and he played with he played with Black Sabbath later on. He played a lot of big bands too, man. But Cozy Powell is one of the best of all time. There ain't no doubt. That dude's a real power drummer right there. All right, let's try this one. We're just gonna keep flowing with the jams. I didn't have a lot of. I was struggling to find content for this week. I didn't do a lot of songs last week apparently, so we're gonna blast through a bunch of them. So. But here we go. that one. I don't play that one as often as I probably should, but that's a nice one there. I had a comment. I read. I don't have a chance to reply to every comment, but all the time. But I read the comments. One guy's like, "Man, that was killer, man. Maybe you should add a little vibrato to that, man." I was like, "Oh, you're new here, aren't you? You must be very, very new here." But it's all good. People are funny in this world. I gotta tell you. If I said they had some rare MTV, but a lot of radio. Lucky Man. Others, huh? If I said it was only PAL for one, was it? Okay. Palmer is arguably better than any drummer. Yeah, this is true. Carl Palmer is. He's like the all arounder. I think Cozy Powell is like the better rock drummer, but Carl Palmer was like the better all around drummer. That dude could probably do anything. He said HD said they were largely over. Robert Palmer was huge in the 80s. That is true. Robert Palmer went big with solo and then with the Power Station. Yeah, he was like huge back in then, man. And that Simply Irresistible song, that was like a monster hit for him. If I says Carl Palmer's over 70, still doing insane drum solos. They were all classically trained. Lake wrote Lucky Man. When he was 13 years old, he quit King Crimson to join ELP. Interesting. HD said ELP wasn't a big thing. Now I don't remember. I mean, when I was a kid, I do remember some displays and stuff when their album came out. But who knows how that worked out? But I didn't buy it. That's for sure. I don't know what I was buying. The real happy Saturday to you, buddy. Thank you so much. Good to see you. How you doing today? Thank you, HD. Let's see. If I said Palmer was talking about bringing back ELP using old video footage for Emerson Lake wasn't long ago. Interesting. That could have been cool, man. Yeah, they could. Yeah, your HD's right. They could do holograms. That'd be sweet, man. That'd be wild. 2G in house. Hello to you. Evan Kelly's in the house. What's up, Evan? That's good, Darrell. Very nice. It was a hot day here. That was super hot today. Unbelievably hot. Thank you, Feisty. I was feeling good on that one. Erica Alvarez, hola to you. Roma Palkowski, how you doing? He says, say hello to Mrs. Dina. Dina, hello to you. Good to see y'all. Evan said he's going through some pharma withdrawals today, so cleaning house to keep his mind busy. Won't be texting so much, but more listen. No problem, buddy. You gotta do what you gotta do. Ain't no doubt about it. Oh, what's this Jam 06? Man. The bad news about this is my daily streaming thing is like set up real nice. This weekly one is all over the place. All right, I don't know if I play this one because this kind of is in the same key, I think. Yeah, I'm not going to play this one yet, at least. 0201. Yeah, we're just going to go through this list of songs I had that I was supposed to play on the other day. Yeah, we'll go that route. Be a different kind of stream. There's the unknown titled song 0201. Yeah, that's a cool one. I like that one. What I got next? 0118. All right, we haven't played this one in a while either. Oh, there it is. All right. It's coming together. It's coming together. One sip of Mountain Dew at a time and we're feeling it. Oh, let's see. Shoot, man, I forgot to see. Did the Raiders beat the 49ers? I forgot to look, man. I got so busy with everything else. Even though it's preseason, it's like, it's always nice to see. Dang it, Raiders lost by a field goal. All right, well, that's how that goes. It was a close game, though, close game. Not too mad, not too mad. Let's see. Darrell said it's been raining everywhere he's been. Man, that sucks, dude. It was raining quite a bit this week, too. Evan says PTS meds suck to get off. I bet, man. I bet. I'll mess you up for sure. Evan says, Rick and you guys helped me big time. We're always here for you, brother. HD says ELP were most notably during the early to mid 70s in the States. Yeah, probably why. By the time I was listening to music, man, it's probably too late for them guys. Or sort of. Like I said, they seemed to be popular probably when I was like 6, 7, 8 years old, maybe. And then after that, I'd never heard of them. Fight says, all changes come from intention. A difficult problem needs a more serious intention. Intention turns to strategy. Things become harder when you keep saying it's hard. Worthwhile equals time. True that, man. It all takes time, man. You got to work hard. That's for sure. Marvin Osi, what's up? He says, it's the weekend so I can watch and listen to this beautiful music. Loving the chat. Happy to be here. Good to see you, Marvin. Hope you're doing well out there, man. Donald James says, what's up, guys? You made it. Good to see you, bro. Hope you're doing all right tonight. What else is going on? Yeah, nothing, man, nothing. There's some fun stuff going on with these. A lot, YouTube implemented this big AI thing to detect, underage people and stuff. So you have to verify your identification and whatnot. So kids have been wearing mustaches to try and get away from the AI. If you haven't heard about that yet, that's pretty wild. If it works, it works, man. But yeah, that's kind of weird, I think YouTube's cracking down on a lot of stuff lately. It's not them, it's like the government or whatever, Government's cracking down even harder. TikTok's following suit as well. So yeah, it's getting crazy out there. Luckily for us, we're plenty old. We're plenty old around here. Ain't got to worry about that. And I'm already verified with YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, all these places. That's all good. That's all good. All right, how's this one go? All right, I'm going to play this one in a minute, so we'll give this one a go. so nice. I like that song. It's just it's one of those different songs I've written. You know, it's like it's not fully neoclassical. It's very classically influenced, yet it's still got a little emotional vibe to it. I like it. I like it. Very nice. Jam with Sam in the house. What's up, Sam? How you doing, buddy? Let's see. Oh, Don said he's working on a bathroom issue, and Juji come up and say Rousey wasn't the only one to rock the throne. That's a good one. I like that. I know. I'm guessing it was some pipes. Probably went to pipes. Oh, let's see. Says Jam was saying, why was everyone in the last stream getting mad at me for being in the chat so peaceful on the Saturdays? Yeah, it's nice and chill Saturdays, buddy. Weekdays are high stress, high anxiety, lots of stuff going on, man. Too much stuff going on, too much chat going on. So yeah, when things get a little wild, gotta try and keep it chill. But man, you all right, brother. Jam said he swears Saturday streams are the best. They are. They're nice and quiet, chill. You don't get a lot of you don't get much growth doing this version, this style. But I don't care. I've been doing this for a couple of years, like this on a Saturday, just to take a break from everything and enjoy and have fun and do whatever we want. It's nice around these days, but it's very hard to grow a channel doing this vertical style. I can assure you of that. The only way to grow is a shorts feed, and then the vertical short lives, and then doing seriously good horizontal videos, the long form videos. It's very hard. I've been doing this 2.5 years, and I still don't have it all figured out. Just keep doing what I do. Dime Bad Coins, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Juji knows that a lot less people show up for the horizontal show, and this is true. It's also because YouTube does not promote these type of streams. They'll put it in the live feed, as far as if you're on YouTube and you look at the very top of YouTube, it'll have suggestions music or rock and roll or live. It'll actually say live, and you click on the live, it'll show you everyone that's live right now on this vertical style. And yeah. It's hard to get people, because it's really a bring your own crowd on this vertical style, and you get a lot of people on the weekdays, and you tell them, hey, it's Saturday, come on Saturday, but you never see people show up. But it's all good. It's all good. Juji says she wish she had Culvers out there. Yeah, you'd like it. You'd like it a lot. Evan says nerve always disrupts his sleep. I feel that, man. I don't know what disrupts my sleep. I just wake up out of nowhere, man, and be like, shoot. Gratitude in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. HD, appreciate that. Jackson in the house says, yo, play of Wolf and Man. Probably not, brother. I don't like Metallica. But thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you. Juji said, Donald said the toilet was loosened. Russell Zonner in the house. What's up, buddy? He says, opinions of Charlie Hunter. Buddy, I've never heard that name in my life. I don't know Charlie Hunter. Never heard that, man. Evan says, Jackson, didn't your mom teach you please, bro? I know, right? Yo, play what I want here right now. Well, go listen to it, man. Go click Of Wolf and Man on YouTube right here. Listen to the live version. Listen to the studio version. Listen to the accordion version of it, man. Get crazy with it, man. I ain't playing that garbage, man. I don't like Metallica like that, man. But it's all good, man. Hey, man. Everyone got to have their own loves of music. Zach, you just got some pizza. There you go, buddy. Evan says Hawaiian. I would never eat Hawaiian. Don said he got distracted. Ain't no worry, brother. Ain't no worry. Feisty knows the horizontal bop. It's quite boppy. Evan gonna come hang out if you need some help. Oh, he said building or plumbing advice. Hit him up. I thought you said you head over there. Russell says, ever been copyright striked because one of your licks was just so awesome I got confused? I've never been striked, no. I get claimed, you know, and it's really the only time you're ever going to get a strike is if the artist themselves or the record label or the publisher themselves are told to give it a strike. So if you play like Yngwie, like a lot of times Yngwie, if you're playing Yngwie too good, it gets. Like Tom Shred's a really good friend of mine. On here, he's like got 130,000 subscribers. He got striked twice because he had a couple Yngwie things that apparently Yngwie didn't like, and Yngwie's wife and management did 2 strikes on him just like that. He had to dump all the Yngwie stuff, and he's had to change his whole approach to how he does Yngwie stuff now. And there's a dude, Cesario what's his name? Cesario Filharo? Dude had like 25,000 subscribers. And I swear to God, this dude was probably like Yngwie's illegitimate child. He's so good. And his whole channel got wiped from playing Yngwie stuff. So it really just depends on that person. But I've seen some weird stuff though, man. I check it out. I played the other night. I played Highway Star the other night, right? And usually gets copyright claim from Deep Purple, but it got copyright claim from a band called Thunderlip. And the song's called Bonus Track. I was like, what the hell? What? Who's Thunderlip? I didn't play no Thunderlip, and I listened to it. They straight up did a cover of Highway Star. And somehow they're getting revenue sharing. I was like, that's weird, man. I was like, how's that even work? Or that Mr. Tabs dude will get like revenue sharing for stuff that I'm like cover songs I play. Very strange, man. But you know, it doesn't hurt your channel, but you just have to share the revenue. Not like I make a lot of revenue, so it's no biggie. HD knows when the pooper is a rockin', don't bother knocking. Ask the Neo, true. Oh, ask the neighbor if you can use theirs. We have nice ones at work. I try and do most of my business at work. Gratitude says people out there being douchebags other places tonight. Probably, man. It's a whole new world out there lately. Oh, Russell, there's a group called Nerve, and they're pretty great. Complete Random creates JoJo Mayer is kick-ass. Nice, dude. I never heard of it, man. There's so many bands out there, buddy. I can't keep up anymore, so I don't even try. But I'm glad if you find some good stuff, man, that's awesome, dude. You gotta like what you like, man. You gotta enjoy. So whatever music you listen to has gotta keep you going, you know. And that's what it does. Jam with Sam says he has 71 subs right now. So proud of under a month of growing. That's great, dude. Just imagine we start kicking into overdrive with these lives, buddy. It'll get going. Evan says, you guys get V8 juice in the USA? Absolutely, buddy. Yeah, I drink V8 Energy every day, or at least Monday through Friday. It's good stuff, man. It's like a fruit juice with some vegetable juice in it or something. And it's got some green tea on top of that. Pretty good. I like it. It's like a natural stimulant or whatever, you know, whatever you call it. It's like healthy Mountain Dew, and it's not carbonated. Judy said, I need a song about riding a porcelain thrown into oblivion. You know it can write it. You know it will write it. Don James said, this toy works just fine. A little high with the flange extension, so it rocks a little bit. There you go. DJ HDSA, he's stuck at 21 or 22 subs. Haven't had time to upload, so I get, yeah. I think on my work phone I have YouTube, a different account. I think I subscribed to you on there too, man, to pump it up an extra notch. But I don't remember what you were at when I clicked the subscribe. It was the other day, so maybe it's 22. But yeah, that's the problem, man. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, you have to be uploading. You got to be. I'll always be uploading. ABU, always be uploading constantly, man. The YouTube algorithm needs to know you're there. That's the thing. Hence why I put a video out every single day. I mean, it's easy for me. I cut them from these lives, and you know, it does take a little bit of time. You know, not too long. I mean, an hour or two to get like 7 videos done with titles and descriptions and everything. But everything else is pretty much cookie cutter after that. But yeah, you got to get into that. You got to get into that mode. Once you get in that mode, you know, that's the best way to do it. Sam said he loves some Hawaiian pizza. There you go, man. I don't like pineapple like that, so I couldn't eat pizza like that. I just want straight up meat on my pizza, usually chicken or pepperoni or meat. I like meatballs on my pizza, meatball slices or whatever. Man, those things are good. Sam knows plumbing advice, call a plumber. Hey, man. Could just go on YouTube. YouTube got all the advice you could ever want. John says, we didn't work on the toilet today. We had to connect the new sink, which we finished. There you go, man. Oh, shoot. Juji likes some pineapple on her pizza. There you go. Marvin says, give me some emotional tones. I've studied for 5 hours straight. I need them. You got it, buddy. All right, Feisty got the information. Charlie Hunter's a jazz guitarist that plays a hybrid bass guitar. Is amazing. Check him out. Check him out solo at Portland. Face mind blowing. Nice, dude. I'll check it out. DJ says YouTube doesn't promote Ish anymore. Yeah, they don't. They don't if you ain't putting nothing out there. But they will. It's consistency, unfortunately, man. You have to be so consistent with it. If I were to like stop putting videos out every day for like a week, it would screw my whole world up. Probably it would probably screw my whole deal. If I says Portland Jazz, so it's all right, man. I'll check it out, man. That sounds pretty wild. Juji said, "There seems no justice on the YouTube." You know what that's from? There is no justice on YouTube. How's that go? Don't let me go. Heaven sent. That's a great song. I should learn that one next. That Heaven Sent. That's a jam right there. HC said, "Well, YouTube will promote you if you want to pay $250." I tried that, dude. Even that don't work too well. Like maybe like a year or so ago, I was like looking at. I was reading a lot of Reddit, like r/new YouTubers and r/YouTube all stuff. And some guy tried it, and he did a promotion for like $100, and he got like a ton of subscribers and views. I was like, wow, let me try it. Didn't work so well for me. I didn't get much of anything from it. It's kind of like throwing $100 away, sadly. Jude, you say, I like the way your vape matches the dew. Yeah, that's true. You're right. I didn't think about that, yeah. This dew is so good. I gotta be careful. I'm drinking it too fast. It's actually delicious. HD says TikTok will promote you in exactly the same manner for 850. It's true, yeah. Yeah, you don't mess with that either, though, man. I mean, they're like, they even push it on you. They push it hard. Hey, promote your video. And I'm like, I've never done it on TikTok. I don't care too much anymore. TikTok's fine. I post a video there like once a week, and that's it. That's about it. Russell says, "How you caught me trying to add layers to your consciousness pool of licks." I feel that, man. No worries about it. Juji's got 68 subscribers. It's more than I ever dreamed of. That's awesome. You'll get that 100. That's 100 is the first milestone. Zach said, "I don't know if my message sent, but Domino's." Oh, there you go. I like Domino's. Jan was saying, you're not a fan of vaping, but by all means, it's not anyone's place to tell one. True that, man. I'm an old man, Sam. So yeah, I do a lot of things. But yeah, it's better than smoking. Not so much, but yeah, enough. Smoking's bad. I smoked for years, so it's bad news, man. Stay away from drugs, alcohol, all that stuff, Sam. You'd be fine. Kelly, buenas noches. Good to see you. I appreciate you, Sam. Russ says you can pay for clicks for a while. It's blatant about it now. YouTube's keep moving the goalposts. Oh, yeah. Ray Freese in the house. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Juji knows. Save me. Don't let me fall. Heaven sent. I heard that. Don could hit those. Don was like killing it, those 2 albums, man. Back for the attack and under lock and key. Dom's voice was on point right there. Like, on point. What we got next? All right, we'll do this one again. If I can find it. Oh, here it is. Just going through this list. Just going through this list of songs here. We'll see what we got. It's already 9:55. Can you believe it? How fast time flies. I don't even know. Wait, what was that? Maybe we'll skip that one. 0222. I remember this one. All right, let's try this one out. I think it's a little heavier. But wait. I think, who was it? My man was having some, he said he needs some chill jams. Marvin said he needs some chill stuff. I don't know, man. Well, I'll play the blues song after this one for you. That's pretty cool. I haven't played that song forever. I wrote that song in like February. February 22nd. I haven't played it since. Maybe like once. Maybe once. But man, that's a cool one right there. What else is on my list here? 0222, 0426. What is that? I don't even know what this is. Let's hear what it sounds like. Oh yeah, okay, everyone's saying play this one again. Play this one again. All right, we'll play this one. Let's see. There you go. Rosana, buena noche to you. Hello. Don says, don't be like me back in the day with the 1.75 liter of vodka and a bag of meth. No bueno. Ain't that the truth, man? Ain't that the truth? Wow. Yeah, I only did meth for a little bit, man. I tried it out. I mean, I met this girl who did, I won't tell you where. Anyway, but she had a lot of money, and she liked to do meth. And that's probably about a month I did that stuff, man. That was bad news for sure, man. Don't ever do that stuff, man. I mean, look, I don't really get addicted too much. I mean, certain things, you know. I think marijuana was like my biggest addiction of all. But I got off of that, you know. I stopped doing it. Cigarettes was a pretty big addiction. I got stopped doing that. Right now, vaping is the only, and chocolate. Those are the only two addictions I currently have. But I'm doing a lot better. I've probably tried and everything there is out there. I'm not proud of it either. I'm not proud of it. That's for sure. Val Kimber, what's up, buddy? Good to see ya. HC said TikTok is most likely going away soon because there still isn't a deal. Yeah, it's true, man. That's why I don't really put too much effort into it. It's like, it's just too uncertain, you know. So, like I said, I put a video out there every week. You know, I take one of the best YouTube videos of the week and I'll slam it over there. I got like 28,000 followers over there, but I haven't done lives over there in God knows how long. Probably since like October, November last year. I haven't done a live on TikTok, so it's all right. Evan says, I've never tried meth, but any addiction is hell. Ain't that the truth, brother? Ju G knows meth is crazy addictive. It's pretty wild, man. But you know, for me, it's like it gets to a point where like, why am I doing this? You know, I don't need to be doing this anymore. And then I stopped. But in that case, I actually, you know, stopped seeing this other woman, you know, this woman, and that was pretty much the end of that. A couple of months was far enough for me, far enough. Val says roids were his choice 20 years ago. Yeah, a lot of people were doing that stuff back then too. Judy said, I heard enough and watched enough on it. I worry about the people always getting high along the river in my town. Yeah. What's that? Stardust probably knows that place. There's a place, I think it's Philadelphia. Like there's like a lot of, we watched this one dude, his name is Andrew Callahan. He's like Channel 5 News, what he calls his channel. He went to this place called Kensington, and I think Kensington area in Philadelphia. And there's literal zombies of these people that are on, well, they're on fentanyl or whatever I think it is. I don't think it's meth. I think it's fentanyl, whatever you call it. And they're like legit zombies, just hunched over, and God knows where they're at. So you gotta watch out. That stuff's even worse. Supposedly that's the worst of them all right now. You messed up. Yeah, Juji knows. Val said maybe he'll be around for a little while. Yeah, the faster you stop a lot of weird stuff, probably that saves you some time for sure. Oh, Juji said she met a lot of people abusing Adderall. Yeah, a lot of people abuse that and what are they called, the opiates or opioids. Like, you know, like if I've had some dental surgeries in the last couple of years. And trying to get, you know, some like serious painkillers, like pulling, like no pun intended, like pulling teeth, like they're like really resistant because people are, you know, abusing it or whatever. And I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna be in pain. I don't want to abuse this stuff. I got a job. I can't mess around with this stuff. And you know, it does make you feel really good. You know, what were they called? I don't know. It was like some serious, those serious painkillers. I can't remember what they're called. But I had to take them, my dentist let me, I really had to tell my dentist, like, dude, I have a high tolerance to pain when it comes to my mouth, yo. When it comes to my teeth coming out, I want to, make sure I don't feel no pain. And he's like, yeah, that's fine, buddy. So he hooked me up. And, once I stopped having pain, I threw the pills out. I was like, I don't need them after that. But, some people, they don't do that. Val said he did about 1/10 of the guys around me. Yeah, I bet, man. Some people went way crazy with that stuff, man. Dan Anderson in the house. Brother Dan, how you doing? He says, shared out and smashed. I like my brother Rick. God bless you. Always my friend. Thank you for being the coolest. Thank you, Dan, bro. Appreciate you so much, man. It's always great to see you there. Hope you're doing well tonight, too, my friend. Evan says, weed and dark chocolate are his vices. There you go. Dark chocolate's good, man. I used to buy like a bag of Dove dark chocolate every week, and I could have one. Dark chocolate's good for you, though. Dark chocolate's good for you. Dan says he's addicted to addiction. I know, right? That's the truth, man. Thank you. Judy said, I'm just happy you guys have gotten away from it. I know, right? Yeah. Some days I wonder. I look back and go, how did I survive some of those days? How did I survive? Like, I just got lucky, It was always that guardian angel watching me or something, get me out just in time. Feisty knows, yeah. That and, heroin stuff too, man. That took a lot of people out. That was big in the 90s, man. Probably still big. Okay, Stardust, yeah, Kensington, that's it. Bomb Poppy, what's up, dude? Gloria in the house, she said, good evening. I forgot today was Sunday. That's funny, 'cause it's Saturday. I'm glad it's not Sunday. I need my Sunday. Jan was Sam says, not to make you feel uncomfortable, but do you think you ever be able to stop vaping? Yeah, of course, dude. I'll be able to stop. I stopped cigarettes. It's one of those things, man. You need something that's gonna push you away from it. It hasn't happened just yet, but I think there's a couple of things that could happen in the future that would probably push me in that direction. Just like cigarettes. I had to stop smoking cigarettes for a specific reason. It wasn't a health reason. It just wasn't working out. Like I worked in a really, really big building in St. Pete, and you could only smoke a cigarette in like the third floor of the parking garage in the furthest corner of the parking garage, and it literally took me like 8 minutes to walk there. And it's like, this is crazy. I can't do this anymore. So I had to find a way, and vaping was the outlet. It's slightly healthier, but yeah, still bad for you. Still bad. Okay, Judy says she watched some piece on it. Yeah. Yeah, crazy. Gloria, okay, there you go, Gloria. Yeah, don't make it Sunday already, Gloria. That means I'd have to go to work tomorrow. No. Donald James said he vapes, but in my situation, consider harm reduction. Yeah, true that. It's stress reduction for me. I got a lot of stress, man. And it keeps me chill, mostly. Like, if I can't vape, I get pretty irritable, I will say. Vice says nicotine's not harmful, but it's addictive. Yeah. It's the stuff. It's like the stuff in cigarettes is the worst for you. There's some stuff in here. I mean, it's just like 5 ingredients, but I don't know. Okay, thanks, Val. Yeah, oxycodone. That's it. Oxy, man. That's what I took for when I got some teeth, some dental surgery. Donald James says, here, cigarettes are the hardest to quit. He never smoked cigs. Yeah, they were very hard, man. And dip, yeah, dip was tough too, man. When I was a kid, I was dipping like crazy, man. Vice says nicotine is a smart drug, sharpens the mind. And gum is strong, it tastes like terrible. You can nibble bits off a piece of gum. Yeah, I heard that too, man. I tried that stuff, man. Nicorette or whatever. Harvey says, evening, Rick and friends. Good to see you, Harvey. What's up, man? Judy said nicotine is harmful. Her grandparents died from emphysema. That might have been from the smoke itself, honestly. But yeah, nicotine is the number one ingredient in a cigarette. But the stuff that's in the tobacco, that's the questionable stuff there, from what I understand. There could be all kinds of weird stuff in there, depending on what kind of cigarettes you even have. Donald James says dip. Oh man. Oh yeah, man. I used to dip it up, man. Kodiak, Skull, like crazy, man. Not good. Feisty says try some lecithin. It's brain food. Literally a neurotransmitter your brain also burns for energy. Yeah, nice, dude. I remember that, man. Because, yes, like if I'm going to quit, I'm going to have to take like a week off of vacation and then just find like stuff to do to keep me busy. I'll probably get a bunch of lollipops or something like that too, man. But yeah, I'm looking at lecithin. Chris says, I think we're all adults here, so let me say this. The only crack I smoke's my old ladies. There you go. Don says, you probably had enough sense of mind not to go overboard with it and get stuck. Yeah, it's true, man. Val said, you just read an article that 70% cacao eaten daily increase circulating stem cells by double. That's interesting, man. That's pretty good, man. I'm going to go back and get them dark chocolates then, man. Vice says the acid's too risky. Microdose, man. I wouldn't touch none of that stuff nowadays, man. It's probably worse than ever. Dirty. Probably dirty. Glory says, I'm off on all our days, so they all blend together. I know how that feels. Val says, most stem cells are a big plus as we age. Yeah, no doubt, man. That's pretty big stuff. I've heard a lot about it these days. Don said, he don't look down on people on addicted to hard drugs. Never mind, it can't be a good example for them. That's how it goes. Yeah, it's true, man. Or that's good, yeah. If I says vaping is convenient, you should try to minimize from the nicotine. Yeah, I used to. This is definitely lower nicotine than what I was doing before, these disposal ones. So that kind of helps. So I'm slowly, gradually, weaning myself down to keep lowering the nicotine level, and that's probably the thing, Stardust, she quit pretty much cold turkey like that, like bang. Val says, my granddad chewed tobacco for like 80 years. He was sharp as a tack till the day he died. He also ate half a pound of bacon a day. I know, right? My grandpa smoked cigars like all the time, man. He got up to close to 80. He had that cigar, man. But he don't want to play golf every day. Pretty wild, man. If I says GHB will help you kick anything. I don't know how you get that, man. They're just handing that out like candy somewhere? Shit. No doubt, Sam. Gratitude says tobacco is a secret plant to the First Nations people like Ojibwe and the Sioux. Dang, yeah. That's crazy, man. Yeah, you never know out there, man. Best not to do anything. What was this song again? Oh, yeah. Let's try this one. And then, man, and then we'll play the song of the week after this. Hopefully I got enough stuff. that's that crazy one. That's that Cabo Citrus solo on that. That's a wild one there. I felt good playing it. I didn't have any problem playing that one, that's for sure. That's a ripper though, like a straight ripping. All right, let's see. We on all kinds of drug talk. This is drug talk with Rick Renstrom. Shredding drug talk. That's all good. It's good to get this stuff out though. Let's see. Oh, say so. If I said due to the high nicotine, the oil in the bait. There's oil. Oh, yeah. What's it called? I used to remember the ingredients. Okay, he says stay away from processed vegetable oils. I must be, because man, I'd be okay, bro. If I says GHB can buy on the street, but you know the source. Weird. Yeah, I don't go on the street. I have to look at the legitimate way. Same thing. He lost his dad as well recently. He had a heart attack. Had to witness a few last ones. I feel that, buddy. That's the same thing happened to me when I was pretty young too, man. It's not fun, man. It was a complete shock to the system, for sure. I pray for you, buddy, man. And God bless you and your family. HD said the thing about tobacco is all the stuff they put in it, and the filters are the worst. If you get the tobacco straight off the farm, bypass the big tobacco. Yeah, I got a friend that does stuff like that, man. Donald James said he wants to grab his guitar, but he got to restart his computer to do it. Dang it, man. All right. True that, Sam. True that, brother. This is the community. It's the community that cares around here, buddy, for sure. All right, if I said GHB can be straight up made, man, I'm gonna clean out the bathtub then, man. Get that cooking. He says fruit grade, butyl acetone, pre-regulated solvent. GHB is found in the natural cellular body. Interesting, man. It's probably a legitimate way to get it. I'll have to look into that when I get to that point. Dude, you said on the East Coast we blend kinnikinnick. Oh, interesting. Oh, so now my chat went wild. All right, let's see. Where'd that one go? Okay. I'll say, Judy says, being Native American, I get my hands on organic grown herbs and things like that, but most natives I know don't smoke tobacco. It's only ceremonial. Okay, yeah. Like the peace pipes and stuff. I can imagine. That's all I know about. Harvey said, amazing sound. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Sam. Val said, it's hard to know unless you can look in your ancestry. Oh, true. I can honestly tell you I have nothing but Germanic, half Germanic, and the other half is Scandinavian, Swedish and Finnish. All my ancestors came from other countries. They weren't around here, that's for sure. If I said Farmco was starting a process to FDA approved for 10 uses when they found it could not be a patent because of a law change. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, you never know, man. Big pharma's got their claws and all kinds of stuff, don't they? Jan says, yeah. He said, yeah, for sure. I'm still a teenager. And it was crazy. It was like a complete 180. Yeah, I feel that, dude. It's insanity. My mom had to change her whole life to help support me and all that kind of stuff, man. She was just a stay-at-home mom. And then she had to turn into, she had to go get like just a little job. And then she went back to school and learned about law and stuff and got to start working at law offices. And then she got moved on up and up and up and up. And she was like doing contracts for like some of the biggest corporations in Ohio. So it's pretty cool. Monty Stevenson, what's up, brother? Thank you, man. Thank you, Lisa. Good to see you. James says, thanks for the prayers and support, Rick. Yeah, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Fight says processed vegetable is a little poison. Watch the PhD 2-hour video, Oiling of America. Garth Nicholson and Johanna Budwig. Vegetable oils oxidized from the heat process. Interesting. You gotta watch out, man, for sure. There you go. Val knows Rick the Viking, man. Indeed, indeed. Harvey said he got the new axle on with a new header for his half stack. A tube header blew a tube, so yeah, a new crate header. There you go, man. Those old crates are nice, man. I used to have a crate, like a crate practice amp when I was pretty young. It was just a little 20 watt just to plug into and jam. That thing was smoking loud though, man. It's pretty nice. Jude, you said ancestry is cool, but I'm far more impressed how people treat each other. That's true. That's true, man. Or Juji, not a man. I'm still out of it. My brain is just like half there. I can do everything else, but my brain's like, oh. Evan said, I thought the blues were Viagra. True. Sam said, his mom had the same way. She didn't expect to relate to you so much, but it feels great. Yes, indeed, man. It happens to a lot of us. That's never good, too, man. It was definitely crazy, man. Your whole life is just turned around. Everything you were doing is not the same. Guitar for me was my coping mechanism, really. That's probably why I poured so much time into guitar, to get my mind off other things. It was a big void in our lives, that's for sure. If I says GHB is an absolute wonder, it's an instant antidepressant for one thing, and can save a suicidal person or a person in shock. Removes crazy from alcohol. That's insane, man. That's good. That's how it goes, man. All right, let me see how this new song go again. I can't remember what key it's in. Let me hear it. Okay, I got it. All right, this is a new song of the week, 081625. It's kind of low. I guess it's low. To me, it feels low effort. I didn't have a lot of time to write it all, but it's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. It just I didn't add as much stuff to it as I usually do, but it's got a nice little change to it. We'll see how it goes. That's not not the best, not the worst either. Something different. I don't know. Like I said, it was I literally put this whole thing together about an hour and 20 minutes. That song in there. Not bad, not bad. It's alright, it's alright. Oh man, we still going on. Let's see. Where do we leave off? Oh yes. Alright, Jam with Sam says, I'll be back in the bed. All I can say is, you're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate that. Thank you, Juji. Evan says, chewing gum helps. Yeah, probably, man. I haven't chewed gum in a while, but yeah, probably like I'll get some blow pops or something, man. Something that would work out pretty good. I'll be working out. I'm sorry, Evan says, if you hate menthol, sick. Dude, I was crushing them menthols at the end of my smoking time, man. I was killing those menthols, man. They were the cheapest things you could buy. So I was getting all up in those, man. And that's probably, it just got worse and worse and worse. Thank you, Lisa. Where it at, man? It's 10:30 on the dot, ish. 10:31 on the dot. I also switch over to the acoustic. I think I got enough. I think I got enough material for this week. Let me do the switch over here. We'll play that one again. We'll play that same song again. We'll do it with the acoustic as well, as we do. All right, the old switcheroo here. This is always fun. This is my favorite part of this Saturdays. Is trying to get this and stay attached. Okay. All right, if acoustic jam session. I actually tuned this thing today too. All right, let's see. Got up and rocking. Lisa said, "Dang commercials." I turn them. Yeah, sometimes YouTube turns them back on, but it's minimal. Judy says, "Can we get a Rock Me Amadeus?" How's that go? Oh, see, I see. Something's weird. I have to like fix my gate on this thing again. How's that go? I can't remember. That's the one right there. Let's see. Evan said he quit smoking cigarettes cold turkey, but smoked some herbs that would have blown Seth and Snoop under the table. There you go, man. All right, Feisty says Zion is a trade name for GHB, prescribed for narcolepsy. Nice. I mean, I got good insurance, so I could probably, you know, if I talk to a doctor. But I have to look into it, man. See, it's something that you actually need. I'm more into that lecithin stuff he was talking about. Keep my brain chilled while I'm trying to quit something. It would say if it's warm weather, true that. Southwest feeling that tone. Juji says, what a guitar. Thank you. Southwest says, that's a beautiful guitar. Thank you, buddy. Oliver in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you tonight. Southwest, he's chilling with the stream waiting for the heat to drop down. Good luck. Good luck, man. It's so hot around here. It's unbelievable. Judy said everything sounded great. Thank you. Thank you. Check. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we got. I guess we'll try this new song again with the acoustic. We'll do the acoustic version of the new song of the week. And I think we'll probably try the other one too. That 0410, I think it was. All right, so what was this? All right. Let's give this a try. So I got to switch this around. I'm going to turn my mic off so I don't make noise. All right, here we go. bass on that one for sure. That's not too bad. Definitely playable for sure. Let's see. Let's get the next one loaded up. Do the acoustic version of this next jam. Let's see. Let me make sure I turn this stuff off. So much stuff to turn off so I don't like get weird noises and stuff. There's that one. Let's see. All right, remember that one. Let's see. Don says, does your employer provide medical? Yeah, I got everything. Dental, eye, health, medical, you name it, man. If you're talking to me, that is. HD says, sorry, I'm listening, just not able to talk much. That's no problem, brother, no problem. Evan said, on the medical, Mary. Posted to his door. There you go, man. That's probably the best way to get it, man. The real deal. Juji, there you go. Adventure, thank you so much, buddy. Thank you, Gloria. Adventure again. Thank you so much, Adventure. I appreciate that. Thank you, Val. Bobby D, thank you so much, buddy. Judy says, can you try some Whitesnake? Like what? I don't have. The only song I ever know was Still of the Night, and you ain't playing. I can't play it on here. Tell me which one you want, Judy. I'll have to figure it out for next time. I don't know what is there. Is this love that I'm feeling? And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know any Whitesnake other than Still of the Night was pretty much the only Whitesnake song. That and maybe Bad Boys. That's not really an acoustic jam either. Well, let me know what you want to hear, Juji. I'll figure it out for next time. Bobby D, no, buddy. I was playing electric for the first hour and a half, and then the last 30 minutes or so we do some acoustic tracks. That's about it, man. But appreciate you, man. But yeah, we can watch the replay. St. Louis, I want St. Louis City. Oh yeah, I remember that one. How'd that one go? I'll remember that one. I'll think of that one. I know how that one goes in my head. I'm smiling next to you in silent lucidity. I was like, yeah, I used to play that on guitar back in the day. I don't remember how it goes. I mean, I don't remember how the guitar part goes, but of course I know. All right, silent. Is this love? I'll try to figure it out. Bobby D says, thanks, bro. Sorry, just joined us. No problem, bro. No problem at all, man. Yeah. Yeah, we crank it up for a good hour and a half on the electric side and then do a couple acoustic jams. Usually I try and do half and half, but I need a lot more content this week. All right, let's see. Let's try this one again. We played this one electric style earlier. We're going to try it the acoustic version. That's a nice song. That's a nice song for the acoustic, honestly. It's a real nice one. I feel that one for sure. All right. A lot of great comments. We got to figure out what the next one is. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate that. Southwest says, first White thing I got was self-titled, 77. That's back in the day. That's back in the day for sure, man. I don't even know which one that is. I remember the original guitar was Mickey Moody, I think. But the first one I heard was Slide It In. That was the first Whitesnake that I remember hearing was Slide It In album. That was great. That was, I think, John Sykes' first album? Was Whitesnake? Maybe. That was a good one though, man. Donald James said he had a friend who taught him Silent City. Yeah, that's a great song, man. Real nice. Looney Tunes said the other night I was trying to figure out some Red Hot Chili Peppers while I was dozing. I accidentally discovered how to play the acoustic part of Stone the Crow by Down. There you go, man. A lot of these songs are very similar, you know. There's only so many chords you can actually do in rock music. But yeah, you come across, you like to play. I was playing something, I was playing some Bach or something, and it was freaking Barbie Girl. Like, how does that even work, man? I don't know how that works. I was literally playing some Bach-styled fingers picking stuff, and it was exactly almost like Barbie Girl. I was like, it's very strange how music can repeat itself. History does repeat itself. Let's thank you, Val. Thank you, Looney Tunes. Appreciate that. Val said, that's smooth as glass. Thank you, brother. Nashiket announced, what's up, Nashiket? Good to see you. Evan said, have they figured out if glass is a liquid or a solid yet? I guess, I don't know. It's not really a liquid, though, is it? Like when it starts off? It's like, you know, lava-ish or something. I don't know, I've seen some glass blowers and stuff, and it's like this big blob of something. And then they blow it into glass. That's wild. Now she gets it's catching the tail end. No problem, buddy. It's always great to see you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lisa. Val says, Rick, thanks again for your thoughts. I mean, absolutely, buddy. Yeah. Like I said, man, it's a slippery slope out there with that kind of stuff. But it really comes down to, you know, just a bookend that or whatever. It comes down to how you feel about it, how you know, but in the end, you could win or lose, unfortunately. You could win or lose. That's the sad reality of it, but hopefully you win on that, man. Evan says, is it true that, mostly, yeah, I guess, you know. Dave Chappelle did some funny skits about it for sure. Judy said, I bet that bluesy song would sound great. You know, we'll give it a try. Why not? Slide It In was Whitesnake's 6th album. Wow. Shows you where I was at. I'm gonna slide it in, right to the top. Gonna slide it in, ain't never gonna stop. Coverdale, man. Coverdale wrote some wild lyrics back then. And that also had, what's the other song? So take me down slow and easy. That's another great song. Slow and Easy is a great one. We used to play as covers. Like we played Slide It In and Slow and Easy as cover songs. Like one band I was in. Some good stuff. Evan says Southwest. That sounds kinky. Tell David Coverdale, Evan. Tell David Coverdale. That is the name of the album and that's the name of the song. And I just sang it. Gonna slide it in. Right to the top, gonna slide it in, ain't never gonna stop. That's the exact lyrics. And he goes, gonna slide it in, slide it in, slide it in. Classic, man. Very, yes. David Coverdale was a wild dude, there's no doubt about it. All right, blues song. Let me see, man, we'll try that blues song. We got enough time for one more, so we'll give it a go. That's it, man. Love ain't no stranger. Oh, that's how it goes. Yeah, isn't that right? That's the riff. Love ain't no stranger. That's a good one. Oh my gosh, I read it, man. That's some Bach thing I heard on the radio the other day. I used to play that back in the day. I can't remember which Bach that is though. I think it's a sonata in partita, actually. I heard that the other day. I was like, man, I ain't played that in a million years. Just came to me. All right, let's see if we can do this. This might be interesting. It's gonna might be very difficult because I can't do the bending and stuff. But we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. Why not? Let's see. All right, blues song on acoustic. I don't know. We're gonna give it a shot. wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. It was hard not to do the bends though. That's the hardest part. That is the hardest part. Not being able to do those really cool, crazy bends, but fun. That was fun. Good call, Juji. Nashiket, thank you. One more quarter. Cheers to you, brother. Val's feeling that Ren favorite music. There you go. Thank you, Nashiket. Juji, it was Bach to the Future. Absolutely. I love it. That's actually a good title. We gotta make that one. I don't think Ingve hasn't done it. Ingve did Bach and Roll or something like that. Maybe I'll do Bach to the Future. I have a couple Bach jams, actually. You know what? I forgot to mute this thing. So many mutings to do. But yeah, Bach to the Future. I like it. I think I have a Bach song I've been working on. A couple of them to be exact. So maybe we'll make that one up. It's a really cool one, Bach piece too. I don't know. Bach ain't easy. Bach ain't easy, that's for sure. Lisa says, very calming music. Thank you so much, Lisa. Appreciate that. Nashiketa, this so works. There you go. Juji was feeling that. There you go. All right, Southwest says, slide it in slow and easy. Love ain't no stranger. That's acoustic, so standing. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Judy said this needs to be a repeat performance. We could do it again. Yeah. I mean, in the future, for sure. Louis says, always a great sound, but your acoustic put on another level tonight. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Nashiketa, this counts as jazz, right? A little bit. I had to go a little jazzy on it. Because I can't, you can't really do bending on these strings. They're not meant to be bent like a electric guitar where you can get the really high bands and just really going. It's pretty close. I had to add some jazziness to it for sure. Lisa, thank you so much. Star says, I want to hear Ordinary World on acoustic, so I'm requesting you to learn it. Ordinary World. I know that song. I can't think who does that song. I can't even think of the lyrics right now. I don't know. I'm thinking Ordinary Love by Sade, not Ordinary World. Oh, Duran Duran, Ordinary World. Okay. I will to survive. All right, I got you there. I'll think about it. Try and figure it out. I just said that. Yeah, I know. I know. I figured it out. I remembered. Gloria said, very relaxing. I could fall asleep listening to this. Just drift on to Cabana to a wonderful dream on the beach listening to guitarist play by the fire. There you go. That sounds good. I like it. Thank you, gratitude. Now she gets yeah. Now Adele says, cool, I can kind of play along. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's a nice one. Just standard blues, and that one's in D minor. There you go. Gratitude knows. Bach to the Future. That's coming soon, man. The future is coming soon. Bach to the Future. You said that would be great. I'm going to try. And then Val has Careless Whisper. There you go. That's a good one, too. Lisa, have a great night. No problem. You take care. We'll see you tomorrow night. Judy said, blues, jazz. Pretty much. I had to switch them up. Judy, Duran Duran. Oh, yeah. It took me a second. I'm thinking. I don't know. I was thinking, this is no ordinary love. I don't know. But yeah, Ordinary World, Duran Duran. I do recall that one. I'll have to check that out. Yeah. There you go, Val. Bach and Black. That'd be interesting, too. Oh, man. That's some good stuff, man. sit here and play this stuff all day with this thing, honestly. But yeah. All right, let's see what we got. Now, she said Rick should do a classical album named Bach and Black. That'd be one to go for, man, for sure. Val said, don't forget about Catherine Bach. I am, man. Daisy Duke, for sure. Definitely. Lisa, take care. Don said he played Careless Whisper the other day. I think GG was there. There you go, man. I didn't hear that. I missed that one. I can't remember you. I saw you going live, but I could not jump in, man. It was busy the other night, man. And I couldn't listen. I couldn't watch either. I hit the like button, of course. I always hit the like button for sure. Thanks, Nasty Cat. Judy said, I'll be Bach. There you go. But I'll think about some Sebastian Bach. There's a lot of Bachs. Thanks, Nasty Cat. Judy said, we could listen all that. I know, right? Yeah, I'm starting to get hungry again. And my Mountain Dew's almost done. When the Mountain Dew ends, that's enough. But yeah, it was a good night. It was a fun night. Chill, as always. Saturdays are lovely. We got through a lot of stuff. New song of the week. Electric and acoustic versions. Not too shabby. And that's it. Yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow night for sure, as usual. Next week, I'm not sure what's the plan is. We might swap Wednesday and put it on Friday. There's something going on. Stardust has something important to do on Wednesday night, or Wednesday. I'm taking the whole day off. We got stuff to do. So it depends. I'm going to talk to her and see if she wants to take the rest of the night and do the moderating and stuff like that on Wednesday. We'll see. I'll let you know. Judy says, what's on the menu? Probably a Hot Pocket. Probably good old-fashioned meatballs and marinara Hot Pocket. That's probably the night, I think, yeah. I think that's all I got. I might have one left, actually. I got a free, some new free taco burrito from Taco Bell last night. We didn't eat it, but I'm not going to eat it. It's 24 hours in the fridge. Probably not going to go. I'm not going to go for that. I guarantee that Hot Pocket going to be no problem. Thanks, Looney Tunes. Have a great night yourself and a great weekend if we don't see you tomorrow. But yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out with me tonight as usual. We're getting close. We're almost to 63,000. I think tomorrow we'll hit 63,000. Man, one at a time, one day at a time here. We're gonna get there though. Yeah, we'll be at 63,000 tomorrow, so it should be a fun night. Judy says she won't be around next Saturday. I know, no worries. Now she can't know suspicious food, yes. I mean, it was directly into the fridge, but yeah, 24-hour-old Taco Bell. I don't know about that. John says I would eat it. I don't mind a day old. Yeah, sometimes. Not that though. Oh, Brody's on. All right, let me turn on the Brody's sender. It ain't much, but it's honest. There's Brody right there. All right, so we'll save that. We'll redirect over to Brody's channel. If anyone wants to go check out Brody, would love to have you. I'll probably be jumping on there too in a little bit. Hang out, say hi to Brody and Mama. But yo, thank you so much. All right, well, we'll be back tomorrow night. That's Sunday the 17th at 9 p.m. Eastern for another Shred Festival. And I'll keep you posted on next week, what happens for next week. But again, thanks everyone for hanging out. I hope you have a great rest of your night or day wherever you are at. And yeah, a great weekend otherwise if we don't see you tomorrow. And then on top of that, a wonderful week ahead. So let's do it. But yo, thanks for everyone. Stay safe out there. Be good to each other and take care of each other. That's all we got in this world anymore. So we shall see you most likely tomorrow and next week. So y'all have a great one. And we'll see you then. Thank you, everybody.